Welcome to Spiritual Storyteller, where we explore the sacred power of your voice and your story. I'm your host, Tracy, and today we're diving into a transformative topic: finding your voice in a noisy world. There's endless information, opinions, and expectations that surround us, so it's easy to feel like our voice doesn't matter, or even worse, that it gets lost in a crowd. The truth is, your voice is your power, and today we're going to uncover how to reclaim it. Regardless of when you hear this episode, it's just a few days before the looming TikTok ban, which many people feel like this ban is threatening to take away their authentic use of voice and removing them from the audience that they feel like they've been able to share and grow and create a community with. So let's take time to reflect on when we hold back our authentic voice and truth, concerned about fear of rejection or judgment. For me, it was starting this podcast. I've wanted to start a podcast for a few years, but never felt like I found a topic that was being true to myself. A topic that allowed me to share not only my ability to tell stories, but use my intuition and my ability to reinvent myself when I feel like I've become stagnant and lost opportunities for growth. So if you're here and you're listening to Spiritual Storyteller, I want to thank you for not only allowing me to reclaim my authentic voice and truth and find an audience and a community that knows me and what I want to share authentically, but I also honor that you yourself are looking for that same community where you can strengthen the power of your own voice and learn how to share and be true to who you feel that you really are inside. Now, in order to do that, let's talk about 3 action steps that we can take today in order to find our true voice. The first is interesting, and it's quieting the noise or taking a social media break. While many people are hopping on new apps and looking for new ways to share their voice, including myself, I'm also considering using this time intentionally to stay off social media for a week, to not jump back onto Facebook and Instagram, and to still share through Spotify and YouTube and the classic ways that I have in the past, but not just looking for a Band-Aid to put over the TikTok wound. I think for many of us, we get in that scroll hole of watching and we don't actually act on creating. So I'm going to take that time to journal and use it as a tool for clarity to figure out where I want to authentically and truly put my efforts moving forward. It is a lot of work to maintain social media channels and to maintain a social media presence consistently. So, especially it being early in January, where do I want to see myself moving forward and creating that community in the future? And finally, I challenge you to speak authentically or find a way to share a small truth today so that you are beginning to use your voice intentionally. Now, if you've made it this far into the episode, I want to share with you an opportunity to get a discount on Dr. Vox products. I use Dr. Vox products to not only do vocal warm-ups each day to strengthen my singing voice, but I found it as a great tool for breath work as well. So if you are interested in trying Dr. Vox, head on over to drvox.shop/Tracy10, that's TRACY10, and you can enter that coupon code to receive 10% off any Dr. Vox products. Now, let's dive into the guided meditation. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. Imagine yourself standing in a serene, open field at night. The air is still, and there's a gentle fire glowing a soft light. Take a seat by the fire and notice the beautiful stars up in the sky. As you breathe deeply, notice there's a faint whisper in the wind. That's your inner voice. It's soft but clear. What is it saying to you? Take a few moments to listen without judgment and without fear. With each breath, allow the whisper to become clearer and stronger. As you inhale and exhale, let go of any doubt or hesitation that you may have. Listen to the rustling of the trees in the woods. Glance over your shoulder and recognize what animal is watching you from the woods. This may be a meaningful spirit animal that can help guide you on your path. You hear a bird fly overhead. Take notice of that bird. And know that these animals are here to guide you on your path and offer you deeper meaning along your journey. Take one final deep breath. And as you exhale, remember that your voice holds your power. And as you return to the present moment, carry that clarity with you. And remember that you can always rejoin those spirit animals in the field to receive new messages whenever necessary. Let's end this episode with our journal prompts. First, when do you feel most connected to your voice? Next, what situations make you feel like you need to silence yourself? And finally, what is one truth that you need to express right now? Your voice is unique, and the world needs to hear it. Take 5 minutes today to write or speak one truth without holding back. And if you feel compelled to share, I invite you to join me on social media at Music by Tracy, on TikTok for as long as it still exists, Instagram, YouTube, Substack, and Spotify. Thank you for joining me today, where we remember the power of our voice through spiritual storytelling. And until next time, stay true to yourself, honor yourself, and join me for the next episode.